Let's get the 12 signal if I can find it again. About 6 to 8 inches deep. Okay, I think I got my 12 signal in the scoop. Let's shake it out. Maybe a nickel. Let's hope. Got a coin for sure. Gotta get it in the light a little bit. Is that what I think it is? Oh my goodness. Yes. Greetings all, J-Man is back with you from Metal Sharks. It's Saturday, October 1st, just a few days after Hurricane Ian passed through our area. It actually came south of Orlando and then went along the Atlantic, miles out at sea, so we only got an indirect impact here. But we did get some impact, so I'm going to show you a little bit of the conditions before I head out. So as you can see, the parking lot still has some standing water. And if you want to use the restroom, you're gonna have to get your feet wet. You can see here that the stairs are sanded in. So you can see there's been some damage from Hurricane Ian here. I was still able to get down, but it might be a little bit tricky getting up with my equipment, getting back up. So let's get after it. I'm gonna work some of these dunes where it's eroded at the foot of the dunes, but I'm gonna head north of this position. North of these surfers if I can. You know, I had a shallow signal, 18, 19 like a penny, and this is what it turned out to be. It's my very first dig. Let's see what else is here. Hey all, so up north of my position where I came in at this access point, you can see bad erosion there where the dunes are, I would say at least 20 feet of the dunes are taken out. I got to try up there, but you can also see some debris there. It's like maybe a tarp or a sail, I'm not sure. Go look at that in a minute. And in the meantime, I have a possible penny signal isolated, so I want to show that to you. Okay, let's see where this penny is, if it is a penny. Right here. Okay, it's not a penny, but it's my first fishing weight of the hunt. So I'm glad to get that pyramid sinker, and that's a good sign. Finding heavy items. Maybe there'll be some rings along here too. Let's hope so. Let's go take a look at this debris here. It actually looks like a fishing net. A heavy rope there. I think that's what it is. Like some kind of metal in there. A lot of cleanup that needs doing here, as you can tell. Okay, so I'm working the wet here. Decided to move up in the wet and see if there was anything there. I'm getting an 8-9 signal, and I believe I have it here in my side pile. Shell. Yes! Hot diggity dang. Dang, I was so excited I accidentally turned the video off after I grabbed that ring. But I did find a ring. And let's get it up in the light where I can tell you more about it. And it looks like a man's ring. Yes! Let's rinse it off here. Some handy water here. Looks like it's been there a while. I'm liking how that looks. Excited. First ring of the hunt. Okay, so it looks like it has a lighter brown color in the middle, black coloration around the edges. So I don't know if that's like a titanium. It's some kind of man's ring. So I don't think it's, you know, gold or silver, but I'll have to look at it a lot closer in the wrap-up and tell you a lot more at that point. Okay, so I looked at this, took my glasses off, and was able to look at it a little closer, and it said tungsten on the inner band. I'll have to tell you if there's anything else on the inner band when I get home. Pretty cool. Not sure if I've ever found a tungsten ring before, so I'm pretty excited. 12, 13, almost 6 inches. Let's get that. It's only about 8 feet from where I found the tungsten ring this time. Okay, so let's see what this 13 is. Oh, look at that. That's some fishing weights. Glad to get that up off the beach, and I could put those to use, probably. Hey everyone, J-Man is back with you, and I just want to tell you a little bit about the conditions where I found this tungsten ring before I forget. See up here, in front of where this fellow's walking, I dug a few heavier items, so I started thinking I should check the wet. So I worked my way down here. Wet. And low tide was around 7:40 this morning, so it's already past the low tide mark. So I want to try the wet while I still can, because I think because of the storm impacts, the tide might be a little higher than normal still today. We'll have to see. And it looks like it gets narrow up here, which is the way I'm generally heading. But I'm going to hammer this area and see if there's anything else, like if there's any patch of rings or nice objects in here. So let's get in. Okay, so I'm still working the wet sand, just past low tide. Nice 19 signal, pretty shallow. Let's get it. Okay, I believe the 19 is in my scoop pile here. Let's get after it. There it is. Okay, so it's another fishing weight, this time an egg sinker. Bit of a sad sight here. All this dune erosion. I think when I get up to where the land constricts up there, I'll probably turn around, because it's only like an hour after low tide right now, and there's less and less beach available for detecting. I think that's because Ian's still impacting things. So this is the kind of area I've been looking for now that low tide has come and gone. Going up to the foot of the dunes, where, at least where there still are dunes in between the seawalls, and trying to work there carefully without affecting the remaining dune. So trying this eroded area here. So far I'm just getting bolts and odds and ends, but maybe I'll luck into some silver or something good. So let's see. Okay, so this is hard to see, you know, so much destruction, but it is an area I want to try, and I'm getting a, let's get the 12 signal if I can find it again. About 6 to 8 inches deep, 12, 13. Let's get after that. Okay, I think I got my 12 signal on the scoop. Let's shake it out. Maybe a nickel. Let's hope. Got a coin for sure. Gotta get it in the light a little bit. Is that what I think it is? Oh my goodness. Yes. My first buffalo nickel. Holy smokes. Yes. So glad to get that. There you have it, folks. Beautiful coin. Hopefully I can tell you a lot more in the wrap up when maybe I can get the year off of it still. I don't want to scratch it up now, getting the sand off too much. I have never found one of those. So I'm really excited to find it today. Wow. There you have it. Maybe there's some more here, so I better look hard. They're working their way down the beach. It's good to see people cleaning up after Hurricane Ian. Definitely a lot of work to be done. I'm glad to see that. Way to go, folks. Today it's a calm day with hardly any wind, 3 to 5 miles an hour. But even as I speak, I'm seeing sand vibrate off the dunes here. So I imagine the storm damage is going to continue at least for a period of time. Eventually the Army Corps of Engineers will come in and pump in more sand here. Okay, so a little bit further out from the dunes, I'd say about 30 feet out now, I'm getting another 1213 signal. I believe it's in my side pile. Here it is, it's a coin. Can't tell much yet. I think it might be a modern nickel. I'm still glad to get it. Yes, I was right, it's a more modern nickel. It's a Lewis and Clark. It looks like a piece, I think it's called a piece metal design, but I'll look it up and tell you more. There you have it. Well, this whole area where I found the buffalo nickel has been pretty good to me. Now I'm getting a quarter signal. Let's hope it's a quarter. Really shallow. Let's get after it. Okay, I think the quarter's on the side here somewhere. Let's see if it is a quarter. Nothing yet. The surface is so loud it's hard to think. Here. Okay, it is a quarter. Nice red one. It's been there a while. Let's get it up in the sun and tell you more about it. So it looks like Lady Liberty on the back, as you can see. Hey all, so I'm getting a nice quarter signal, and I want to show you the nice low angle view this time using my little tripod. So let's get after it. It's like an eagleback. Let's tell you more and get it in the sunlight and tell you more. So this is my eagleback quarter that I just found. Nice red one, been there a while. That has some age on it too. It's like a 1966. It's missed silver by 2 years, man. So I learned a bit of a lesson this morning. Don't play around with Mother Nature. Low tide was at 7:30-ish. It's now 11:30-ish, and look how high the tide is coming in. I had to get over here pretty quickly and stop in places and hang on to the poles just to be extra safe. You don't want your feet knocked out from under you and then out in these big waves. The surfers are out there enjoying it. Hey everyone, so this is why you keep detecting all the way back in. I saw this lifeline cross. Nice gold color, so hopefully I can tell you more about it and wrap up. Okay, so I've come back to the access point and a little bit south of it. I'm getting multiple coin signals. I dug up a nickel already. Didn't show that. But this looks to be a quarter. Let's get that. There it is, just a shallow quarter. Kind of love that. I guess it's modern, but I'll have to clean it up and tell you more on the wrap-up. Greetings all, J-Man is back with you from Metal Sharks, and this is a wrap-up from my hunt on Saturday, October 1st, about 1 day after Hurricane Ian had moved through our area. So up here are my best finds, and as you can see, I have this one ring. That's a men's ring. It says SJ tungsten on the inner band. So hopefully you can see that all right. And a bonus about this ring is it actually fits me. So I like that ring. It has this nice brown through the center color and then darker black around the edges. Then next I have a buffalo nickel, my very first. So that's always cool to find a buffalo nickel out hunting for the first time. And it still has the Indian Chief profile on the front, and then on the obverse it has the buffalo, but unfortunately the year is worn off.
I can't tell exactly when that was made, but I can give you a range. And then next I found this cool gold colored cross. It doesn't appear to be real gold. As you can see, it's scraped here and it's a little bit discolored here in the loop. Flat on the back and nice and rounded edges on the front. So that was pretty cool, and that was just an eye find on my almost end of the hunt as I headed back into the access point. Next up I found 4 quarters, one of them being 2 years off from being silver, a 1966 quarter, and then a New York designed quarter. This quarter here has a lot of incrustation on it, so I can't tell you what year it is. And then a National Park art quarter, 1 dime, and then a Lewis and Clark piece pipe nickel, another Jefferson nickel, and then several pennies, the oldest one being this one from 1978, a nice copper content penny. A key, Brink's key, probably lost by a surfer as there are plenty of surfers around. A few fishing weights, which I can put to good use. 1 pyramid, 1 egg, and then these 4 smaller ones. And several washers, as you can see, probably lost from seawalls that had damage. Now these pieces are interesting, and I'm not sure exactly what they are, but maybe some viewers will have ideas. These two are very similar here, rounded on one side and then indented on the flip side. So any thoughts on what those might be, please drop them in the comments. This might just be an encrusted bottle cap, but I need to clean it up in case it's something good underneath all those barnacles. And this is heavy mystery metal that I've been finding along the beach, maybe from old shipwrecks. This bottle is pretty interesting, pretty smooth after being out in the surf a long time, and it has these shells in it now. So that's about it. There was a lot of trash. These metal pieces I think were parts of seawalls, and lots of trash that I'm happy to get up off the beach, even this extra trash over here. So my pouch was pretty full, as you can imagine. But that's about it. It was a very fun hunt indeed, and I hope you enjoyed this one.